Hello! Welcome. First video in English. Okay,
Yes.
let's go.
We can do it.
Okay, we're gonna do like a new kind of series. We kind of wanted to share what our weeks look like, and it makes more sense to do it in English probably.
So, welcome in the first episode of Backstage. Backstage. Backstage.
Okay, so this is Jeanne.
Yes.
She's working in the modeling industry in Seoul. Like, she's just getting started, so you're gonna be able to follow the whole journey probably.
At that moment, I don't have my visa.
She's going today to get it.
Yeah.
So.
And you?
I'm Roseanne, and I've been in Korea for like 3 months now, and I started working in the K-pop industry as an intern 2 months ago, probably, like a little bit more, 2 months and a half.
Yeah.
And right now I'm also a student in Korean language because I don't think it's possible to actually work here without that. So I'm doing lessons in the morning and working some afternoons. It's an internship, so it's not the whole week. So, okay, first thing, how to get a modeling visa in Korea.
So, it's really difficult to find an agency in Korea at that moment.
It was easier like 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2022.
That's the time where our first friend got his E6 visa, and he had no experience. He was like in Korea for the first time in his life, and it worked out for him. And I mean, he's really good at his job, but it was easier to get a visa back then.
I tried like 3 years ago. It didn't work. So I went back to France to do modeling in France to have some experience.
Like, because that's one of the requirements now here. Like, they ask that you have like a modeling like career kind of in your country before coming here.
So I did this for 2 years in France, almost 2 years.
Well, you did
one and a half.
Yeah, you tried, like, but the real thing is she had to quit her job to be able to
move to Paris.
Yeah, exactly. Like, so she moved in with me because I had like a job in Paris at the time.
Yeah. So I applied to French agency. It didn't work as well.
I mean, it's different there. Like, for example, here you're tall enough to be a model, but in France, they have like higher requirements. So it's really hard to actually be a model in France, I think, harder than here. Yeah, so you did try for like 1 year and a half, maybe. It was mostly collaboration, but that's actually enough. If you want to do modeling in Korea, doing collaborations in your country is already a really good start. You don't need to have like an agency. Like,
no.
It's better, of course, but
if you find like a good photographer and makeup artist, like, it works. So then we came back in May.
Because you had like a full portfolio.
Yeah.
Maybe we could show like your com card here.
Look.
So with this, she was able to come back to Korea as a tourist.
Yes. And I applied to many agencies, maybe 80 agencies. So I sent like emails, Kakao, Instagram, DMs, everything. And I received only few messages.
How many did you get out of 80?
Less than 10.
Okay.
So the percentage is really low. So there is some question about me, about my experience in France. And out of these 10 messages, I had 3 meetings. So I went to the 3 meetings. One of them didn't sponsor visa.
So, so there's no way to continue with this company.
And then, with one of the agency, I had a really good feeling, so I signed with them.
You're not getting an E6 tomorrow, right?
No, not at the moment. I apply for the C4 visa. It's like a 3 months visa to work in a Korea. Entertainment, yeah.
So why did you choose like the C4 then and not the E6?
Because at that moment, still, the E6 is still hard to get. I don't think I have enough experience for the E6
So yeah, because we learned that the E6, if you actually apply to immigration and they say no, well, if you try a second time and you have like much more experience the second time, it's still harder to get a yes because you already had one no. So maybe it's better to do a C4 for 3 months and actually have some experience here and then apply to E6 that you are more likely to get, actually.
And I thought that you can't apply for the E6 straight after the rejection. Like, you need to wait for 3 months.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So the C4 is easier to get, so I'm going to go with this one first, and we're going to see after.
And so how are you getting that visa now? You're back in Korea, and
without a visa.
Today you're flying to
Fukuoka.
She's going to Japan.
Yeah, because I couldn't do the visa process in France. Too many reasons. So
it's more complicated there, like than in Japan.
So yeah, I'm going to Fukuoka to get the visa. It's supposed to take 1.5 days to get. So
we actually have examples. Like, we have 2 friends who got it like
Three
this
friends.
week. 3 friends who got it this week.
Congratulations.
This is actually cool because maybe we can like invite them to some of this
This little canapé.
Yeah, we don't have much space, but maybe that'll be interesting because they're starting modeling here in Korea right at the same time as you are. So yeah, it would be really fun to invite them sometime, or maybe just talk about their experience too, even if they're not here. So yeah, that's your week. Like, you came back only 2 days ago and flying to Japan today. Yeah, and she's coming back next week, so we'll be able to tell you next week if she is.
Do I have the visa?
I hope you do.
Okay, so what about you?
My week. I went to Ambang for the first time, which is like the music shows that you might know about, like the M Countdown, Inkigayo. I mean, Inkigayo is today, so I'm not going because it's Sunday and it's my day off. But I did Music Bank, and yesterday was MBC. I don't remember the exact name of the show. And so I have more next week because I work as an intern, as I said, like in a K-pop agency. And we have one group that just did a comeback this week. So after doing a comeback, you have all the music shows lining up. And it's great for me because honestly, I'm mostly doing my internship in helping them do promotion for Europe. But so I have nothing to do at music show, to be honest. Like, they don't need me there. But my manager was kind enough to let me come because he said, like, oh, that's really great experience for you here. And not a lot of foreigners are able to actually go in those places.
You were the only foreigners.
Oh, I actually did see one yesterday, but the first day it was just me. Like, so, I mean, I say foreigners as in not Asian because I'm not pretending that I know if people are all like Chinese or Japanese. I'm not good enough to tell, especially because they speak Korean a lot better than we do usually. If they speak Korean, they have no accent, so I cannot tell, but I could tell, like, there was no American or European people there. And I think if you are going to go in there, you're going to need to speak Korean really well. The foreigner I met yesterday, her Korean was, like, so good. If I did not see her face, I wouldn't have known she was like me, kind of. So that's what I need to do to continue to work there. I actually not just look around. I've mostly been filming backstage videos for YouTube while they do, like, for example, the challenges with the other idols, because that happens a lot at music shows. Like, you probably already know about this, but yeah, I guess the question most of you are gonna ask is how I got this internship. It's just, well, it's not just luck, because I did work for this for years. Like, I've known for a lot of years that I want to work in the music industry. Not K-pop at first, but I've been into K-pop like for, I don't know, 5 years now. Yeah. So it's kind of the same thing I wanted to do before, but now it's here in Korea, so I need to learn the language, which is, it's hard, like it takes a lot of time. But so yeah, I did build my career to be able to work in the music industry. I have some experience in France too, in that industry. But I still got really lucky because I did not plan on looking for a job when I first got here. I really wanted to focus on my Korean studies and thought like, oh, maybe I'll try to find a job in September. But I was thinking of jobs like babysitting or stuff. I was not thinking I could actually go to an agency and apply after 3 months here. So I randomly did a babysitting at the really beginning of my stay. And because that's why I used to do. One thing we did not say is we lived in Korea for 1 year in 2022, 2023. Yeah, working holiday visa. And so I used to do a lot of babysitting back then. And I still have some contacts. And at some point, I got a new babysitting while arriving here. And I talked with the dad a lot. And he asked me like, oh, what are you doing here and stuff? So I did tell him, oh, I want to work in the music industry here. So I'm learning Korean and stuff. And well, he knew someone in the business. And so he told me, oh, do you want me to introduce you? And I was like, yeah, sure. You don't say no to that kind of opportunities. I came here for 2 things. Language, networking. So BTS. That's the okay, 3 things. But for one thing I did promise myself for this year is to never say no to any networking opportunity and any chance to practice Korean. So that's the 2 things I'm doing. And this came in the first month, so so I really did say yes, because what else would I say? And so I got in touch with the guy who now is my manager, and it actually clicked. He was like, oh, that's good. We would love to expand to Europe, so we might need someone that actually would be really interesting. And so I met him. I met the CEO of the agency too, and they were like, cool, we'd like to have you 2 days a week in the company. So I'm working there 2 afternoons a week, obviously more this week because of Ambang, but like the music shows. But yeah, it's a small internship in a way, but it's actually really big too. Like, I don't think I fully realize sometimes that, I mean, it does look normal now because I've been doing it for 2 months and a half. And also, it does seem like something that can disappear any day because it's not an internship of 6 months, 3 months. Like, I don't have an ending date. We didn't decide on anything. They're just happy to have me now, and I'm happy to work there. At the same time, I'm really hopeful because this could last longer and it's really interesting. But at the same time, it could be over next week. I mean, it's going really well. I'm not afraid for it to end, but I don't have any insurance of anything. So it's just like, wow, kind of I made it moment, but at the same time, no. Yes, like 2 days ago, I went to KBS, and so I took a picture of the famous stair, because who doesn't know that stairs in Kpop? And I posted it on Instagram. It's not even a picture of me, it's just the stairs. But I was actually surprised, like, at the comments, because a lot of people came in my DMs and were like, oh, wow, that's so amazing and stuff. And I mean, I know it's amazing, and at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not doing much, you know, like, I got lucky. I feel like I belong there. My Korean is improving a lot because of this, because I'm surrounded by Korean people all day, and they usually understand English, even if they don't talk fluently, so it's kind of okay. And my manager speaks English and Korean fluently, so if he's there, it's easy, even though he tries to speak to Korean, like in Korean to me, because he wants me to improve like quickly. That's also one of the reasons I was able to go into that company. If there is nobody who spoke English fluently, I don't think I could work there. So yeah, that's one of the main things. If you want to look for a company to work in and you don't speak Korean fluently, probably you're gonna need at least one person who speaks English fluently and who actually wants to give that time to you, because that's a lot of time. Sometimes we're in meetings and he has to say everything in two language. That's really tiring for him. And so I'm really thankful. I mean, he's getting something out of here too. I mean, I'm helping him and he cannot know whatever I know about Europe. I've lived there. I know the fans there. I know the language. I have something to bring to the table. He's not doing this for free, you know, but at the same time, I'm really grateful because I'm getting all these opportunities and all these things that helped me improve my Korean outside of school. Yeah, what questions do you have about like Music Bank or whatever?
Were the idols nice?
Yeah, actually they're more polite than polite. Like it's kind of surprising at first, even if I knew this, but being in the middle of it is weird at first.
Everyone was bowing.
Yeah, everyone's bowing. Everyone say 안녕하세요, 나나나입니다. Like, I mean,
I know who you are.
yeah. I mean, I don't know who everyone is.
Yeah.
There are a lot of rookies group that I don't know, but the loudest are definitely Curtis in there. So they're like, 안녕하세요, Curtis입니다, and like 5 times a day whenever they pass you. And they're really polite to everyone, not just other artists, but any staff. And I think that's one of the requirements. I mean, every group does that. And it's just normal stuff. Like, I think they're trained to be likable, and saying hello to the staff is like minimum politeness. So they do it. They've been trained to do it. And also the fact that they say their name all the time, it's actually really smart. Because, I mean, some of them I know who they are. I don't need them to say their name, but some of them I don't know. So hearing it twice, 3 times a week, you just know who they are in the end. So all the staff knows all the group names just because they say it every time they book. It's actually really smart. Yeah, and especially the first day, because all the music things are different, like the, how to say, like the studios and stuff. And so the first day we were all in the same room. There were, how do you call
Big room with some wall.
Yeah, some like fake walls, but really low fake walls, you know, like just above my head. And so every time someone comes back of the studio, like you see them, everyone's in the same room. So I saw a lot of people that day. It was actually really fun. The rules that my manager did tell me before I came in were like, you bow, you say hi at least as loud as them. And obviously you don't talk to artists, and like, that's it. Like, you know, and I mean, it just makes sense.
And were you able to go everywhere in the...
Yeah, I was
Could you see
able
everything?
to follow my artist into the studio. So that was great, like for the shooting and stuff. So they had like first rehearsal and then the actual live broadcasting. So I was able to go there the 2 first days, not yesterday because it was a different place. For the rooms, first time we were all in the same room. Second day, we were like 2 artists per room. And yesterday, it was 1 room for each artist. So it's really different depending on the recording like studio. But I just like looking at all the stage outfits and stuff. You did ask me like, oh, do they have, because I got this where is it, like I got this thing like with my name on it. And so for the first day, and Jeanne was like, oh, do the artists get one too? No, they don't. Like, they don't need it. You can see they're all wearing stuff that nobody would wear outside. They have
Makeup
like the
on
full
fleek.
makeup on, and you just know they're artists, even if you don't know them. Usually for guys, they're also like really tall for Korean guys. So, I mean, not all of them, but you can see them like coming. Because there were not a lot of people I knew, honestly. The main idols I follow are not into comeback right now, so, which is actually better, I think, because I need to get used to this before someone I actually know comes in, and so I can act normal.
And say, 안녕하세요.
It's good to get used to people I don't know before actually having to work with people I know. So I don't know if you have more questions. I'm obviously not gonna say which group I work with, because even if it's not that big of a secret, that's not something I want to display to everyone either. Yeah. I do not work with Hype, if that's the question.
Not yet. So yeah, if you have some question, you can ask them and we're gonna answer them.
Yeah, next week, because the plan is, well, I don't know how this is gonna go, but I hope we can do this like kind of every week.
Weekly?
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna have like a set day for releasing them. I guess we'll see how it goes.
Okay. It's long enough.
Okay. See you and
like it.
Yeah,
like the video.
it.
Share. You can share this video.
Yeah, if you think you have people around you who might be interested, please share it.
Cut.
Cut. Je veux faire un cut toute seule.
Oh non, oui, bon.
Vous avez vu ma PC?
Cut.
Look at him.
Je pense qu'on peut cut parce que là on est à 40 minutes. Oh là là. Et il est
OK.
Bye.
Bye.
4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2.